You know what? I could save it for after the finale, but while we're here, let's take care of this one last area. Oh, yikes. That's a bit more of a jump than I was expecting. You're kinda screwed, my friend. I'm gonna be upfront with you. This is not looking too good for you, but you can at least make it a 2v1. Hey, you have hidden power ice. Everything will be fine. You just gotta survive this next hit that's totally not gonna be an earthquake. Or that. And finish it off with hidden power ice. You did your best, little friend. You did your best. Oh my god. What am I even gonna do with this now? So, I guess we'll come back to that later. Greeting interwebs, it's Jackie K. Welcome for another edition of Pokémon XG Next Gen. I attempted some mount battle in between, and I'll admit we were gone for way longer than we probably needed to be, but it's all good now, because, well, there's one issue. You think with all the time we were away, they would have put down the glass wall, but nope. On the bright side, that gives me a good reminder of where I need to go if I want to experiment around with some Shadow Pokemon later on. Either way though, let's finish hunting down the Dark Isles. That being said, so close to the finale, I want to experiment around with a few more Shadow Pokemon. So this is what the team's looking like currently. And I've decided I'll just have my rare candies with me. So for the final battle I can level up anyone that falls behind too much from, not being in the parties. Because I want to experiment around with Shadow Pokemon. I already gave 2 more rare candies to Tail and Swift. So let's try this team out. It might be a little too straightforward with the whole Earthquake and Flying type. I completely forgot Articuno essentially had that ability. Also forgot to mention what items they were holding. Articuno's just holding this thing that increases accuracy, which should be great for how many interactive moves it has, and Flygon has Shadow Armor, because it's so under level compared to everything else on the team, including the Articuno. Already putting in the mileage with that, but I guess all the defense in the world isn't exactly going to save you from a good old poison. Oh right, this doesn't do damage, it just freezes them directly. That's fine. In some sense, that might be even better. Pretty much turned this battle into a 1v2. I turned this from a 2v2 to a 1v1. Oh, so when you use the fire type move, you default right away. I see how it is. Yeah, I hate the fact that it's select fire type moves that get through freeze and not all fire type moves. I'll confess, that's how come I thought I could get away with that. So, right off the bat, our Shadow Pokemon aren't putting in the greatest showcase, but better late than never. Maybe I should, have taught Protective Flame Chomp. I don't know, though. This entire move pool's looking pretty good. What does the Shadow Agility do again? Speed and Evasion. Oh, wait. That might actually get some use if I wasn't, already on the verge of dying or fainting. Potato. Both are being defeated in the end. At least I got to use our fun little Flygon at least once. It's fine. This was the one I really wanted to hit with the Heat Wave anyways. Hold the phone. I gotta watch for something. Because I wasn't paying enough attention with the flare, but yeah, it's got Rock Head. Or an ability like that in general. This is also a good time to mention that in between the last time we were here and now, I restocked some items, so I got no reason to be stingy. If I have a Pokemon that's poisoned, that's low on health, well, that's what the freaking full restores are for. Oh shoot, that cost your turn. Well, nothing personal, Flame Chomp? Maybe we don't need a result in that drastic of measures yet. I don't know though. Things aren't honestly looking too hot for you. Leaving you in on the ground type and all that. Look. Hold on. No. Shadow Bone is not a Shadow move. There has been times that there's been non-Shadow Pokemon that use Shadow Sky, but Shadow Bone is different because Shadow Bone is not a Shadow move, despite having Shadow in it. Don't mind me just freaking out over everything that happens in the game. We might get on tangents eventually, but I'm gonna need a little time to get back in the swing of serious action. I can't believe we're not quite at our entire team, but it sure feels close. It's kind of embarrassing how much of our team we've gone through on the first grunt. Alright. This is why we have Protect, though. Why? There's a perfectly good full health Rhydon that you could have used that crit on, but no, yeah, this is crit the Pokemon Nest. On a sliver of health, I say, like, crits are even an element that you can control. So, one battle later, and I'm already regretting Articuno. It has done diddly squat for us, and just thank God someone else has weather here. I was just about to say that hail has been nothing but a hassle to us this entire battle. It's kind of interesting that you could make an entire ice team out of it though. Okay, so, man, I could go for... You are still fire flying, right? Alright, Shadow Speed is like a quick attack extreme speed. Shadow Agility is... you know what, why not give it a shot? I am getting kind of low on health, so if I can buy myself some more turns, all the better. Beat Rose, Evasion Rose, and back in the Rage mode. If I wasn't already so low on health, that might have actually been a blessing and a curse. Hey, at least our opponent was kind enough to get rid of the hail for us. Otherwise, I would have been screwed there. Ugh. There's like a small chance he could be dragon grass. But I'm pretty sure you're still grass flying. I love, ever since I first saw Sceptile in this game, I've been paranoid about any random Pokemon I see having a completely different type. Bank on the fact that everyone wants to target the Pokemon that's got 2 HP and just go for it. All to my favor, because now all this damage should be focused on Rhydon, if I understand the way spread damage works. My goodness. I don't know what's more shocking, the fact you wanted to do a full power solar beam on a Pokemon with 2 HP, or the fact that you weren't targeting the ground type, the electric type of a ground type move. I can't complain, it worked in their favor, but... Ugh. I know it's part flying. The idea of just this is just too tempting. Oh, I never did reteach Y-Guard. It's okay. There's definitely some room. There's definitely some more mileage we can get out of Focus Punch anyways. Which, that reminds me, do not forget to swap from Thunderbolt to Discharge. I'm sure I'm only going to get disappointed by Discharge immediately after I make the swap, but I've been wanting to do it for like the past 2 recording sessions at the very least. What do you got left? Torkoal. Already caught it. Wow. So much for our team's a mess. And all things considered, it was a complete waste of time. Oh well. Them's a break sometimes. I mean, like, could be a little bit over. Yeah, definitely overkill. Oh well. Now, I'm gonna have to save for next battle at this point, but I will say, I had the stupidest luck during my walk today, and Pokemon Go opened and all that. It's objectively bad luck, but objectively good luck. And that's all I'll tease until the next time things clear up for some more casual conversation. Yeah. It's kind of amazing how many turns you manage to hang in there with practically no HP con generate. Carrying the con name somehow, I suppose. Well, we're not that far from the healing station. See you in a sec. Alrighty. So, about that Pokemon Go walk. As I'm currently playing, there's a new event going on around sleepy Pokemon and all that. Is it already time? I'll be honest, I was expecting a little more than just one run before this moment. How come I remember there being more battles between here and the final confrontation, but I can't really think of any other dungeon between this fight and the end? Who allowed this child to penetrate our defenses so deeply? What's meaning this? It's literally just one elevator ride and a room away. Man, all that time and money is spent making a giant glass wall. This wasn't how I hoped to face you either. You know, what happens if I say no? What if we just talk it out? You know, in a modern Pokemon game, they would have used that opportunity to let you, like, run away and go heal and all that. And it would be, like, one of the few situations where it would actually make sense. I don't know. Well, we get to have some fun with silly strategies at the very least. Ah, you're the Sun team. Well, at least we might get some mileage out of Articuno yet. If only to just cancel out the Sun. Ah, you got Heat Wave. This will be fun to set up evasion on. Though I'm gonna have to think a lot about how stingy I want to be with potions, because like this game merits actually using potions, but the fact that I'm even considering using a hyper potion this early on, dang. What an opening. I mean, like, this sucks too, though, because kind of generous whole thing. The whole special attacks and all that, but I'll make it work out. It's definitely worth taking the time and energy to swap from Thunderbolt to Discharge, if only for that. One more time, if only to get the Charizard out of the picture. Question is though, do I got time to set up another Shadow Agility? Or should I just go for the Dragon Hammer and try to take out the Ninetales before it can be an issue? Greed never profits, but at least we can find out why. Love how the game decides to make a liar out of me before I could even finish my sentence. So hey, turns out that was the better strat. It makes me kind of worry what the heck that Charizard had up his sleeve. I do just recall the Flygon doesn't have Levitate anymore, so maybe Charizard was going for the Earthquake strats? Ah, well that's right, it's not Earthquake, it's Shadow Shake. But I swear, if I end up having an easy time against this boss when I was just struggling with the Grunt one battle earlier, yeah, I'll be a little bit disappointed. Just like how I'm disappointed that the Ninetales just barely survived. Oh, I'm just starting to pay attention to their levels. 67. Maybe busting out those rare candies isn't such a bad idea after all, and maybe the final area of Mount Battle being at level 70 wasn't so far-fetched. Screw it, I just got done saying I have these potions for a reason. Why not use the potions? Maybe because of something like that. What the heck is this Shift Tree up to? I mean, like, obviously that's the Shadow Pokemon. Just swapping in on it? I'm almost glad it knocked me out. You know what? No, I gotta keep Articuno out of the battle because I'll have to worry about, if I don't, I'll have to worry about the chip damage the whole time. Alright, you have an Aurora filter, which might actually help a lot. I don't think like you can wall Shadow Shakes or anything like that, but I guess at the very right, you're still confused. See, at the very least, I could at least finish off the Ninetales, but that might have to wait. Perfect. And I think I can pull that off again. Oh yeah, I definitely can pull that off again. Oh right, and what is a temporary thing? I had too much Gentry in the brain. I could call to break it out of confusion, but it's whittled down so much that I'm almost tempted to swap, but that would cancel out my evasion. Yeah, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Wait, no, that's only for sleep, not confusion. I'm sure we have a semi-inaccurate move that appreciated that boost. Wait, it confuses? We're never gonna get this Moltres off the field, are we? Screw it. I can't be confused forever. And I might as well give this a shot. One. At least with Moltres out here now, got plenty of time to get the Timer Ball in the mix. Goose Game Stormed. You again. You know what? This Ninetale needs to go. Like yesterday. And I think I know exactly what I'm gonna do to assure that. 5 prisms. Sure. Alright, Ninetales, it's time to face what you should have faced at least 2 turns ago. Good night. Unfortunately, now I have to deal with that. Fortunately, I'm getting way more mileage out of evasion than I thought I had any right to. Can I Heat Wave and be fine? To be perfectly honest, I didn't think Flame Chomp would be around this long to even consider the option, though. So sure, I'll probably just U-turn anyways, but let me have my HP for as long as I can. Or it could just knock itself out. Thank you evasion. Certainly putting in all the work. Man, if I had Talon Swift right now, I wouldn't have to worry about if I'm outspeeding the shift tree or not. So I should really just take advantage of them. Oh, cool. I guess evasion can't save my butt forever. I swear, if you burn... The problem is I only have one more Pokemon left before I have to deal with Hail. Sure, let's give it a shot. Priority, doesn't miss, and gets rid of the Triff. Couldn't ask for a better turn. At this point, only other thing I could ask for is he sends out his other Shadow Pokemon and I could just put it to sleep right away. So, what will it be, man? Perfect. At this point, the main dilemma is... can I catch the Shadow Pokemon before it breaks out? Got like 8 Shade Balls, and I think if I... Right, I have 2 Master Balls too. I think if I could save 6 Shade Balls, maybe even less, to the end of the game, we got free. It's like and also I went through all the trouble stocking up on all these other Pokeballs. I might as well use them. This battle just feels like it's been going so fast though, I don't know if we're up in snuff in time for the timer ball to come into play. Maybe we're pushing it a little too early. So, let's take our bets now at what the camera up has. Because if I can still help it, none of these Pokemon are going to get a chance to do any of their moves. I'm guessing they have symmetry with Moltres that Camerupt has Shadow Shake, and... ooh, that's gonna hurt. That was especially painful! I might have to bust out a revive or 2 after all. Because we're not even at the end. Freezing... I don't think freezing will work too well. But I can try. Because it'd be nice for everyone to be out of the picture while I work on trying to get everyone back up to snuff so I can get a little more survivability in. Ah. Ooh! Didn't expect to actually run into a situation ever in my life where Flame Body played a role in a battle. Well played. I just realized Shadow Madness could be nice for chipping down the Moltres, but maybe I'll wait. I don't want to accidentally knock it out with the hail and all that. I'm just like baffled by this Moltres entire vendetta. Ah, of course. Gotta have a Shadow Pokemon with Shadow Slayer for the boss fight. Specifically for this. Oh. I was hoping someone would get knocked out so I could bring in Breloom safely. I'll be honest though, I was not expecting it to be Flygon. Now I'm starting to get worried about the hail. I want to try to freeze... I know I can't freeze Moltres, so I want to try to freeze Camerupt, but it probably has Magma Armor. In that case, I would just be wasting my turn. But the thing is, like, I know I can't survive a hit from either of them. It's partly why I wasn't worried about healing, but I gotta get them both encapsulated before I try to catch them. So this probably has better odds to work, so let's just go for it. One. Well, at least Moltres is asleep, which is good, because I'm kind of running out of time. to catch it. Yeah, okay. Go after the Shadow Pokemon with your Shadow Sling move. I was hopeful. You know, it'd be awfully convenient if Hale would, like, stop right about now. But surely if it is asleep. Now the timer ball will work. Probably. A piece of me is like saying I should just have used the Shade Ball. I mean, it's a legendary bird. There's not really too many worse opportunities to not use it, but I don't know. I'm stubborn. The more Shade Balls I have for the final boss, the better. Oh, thank goodness. I feel like we would have been in big trouble if that didn't catch it. Not exactly what I was expecting to see, but you definitely... I guess you wouldn't want to do Shadow Shake when I could just fly over it. You know, it probably won't. It'd be nice if you weren't a Shadow Pokemon, but... Of course. It's been a little bit since I've noticed any healing animations, so maybe we finally ran that out. Do I just try to catch the camera up now? Oh man, it feels like a waste to use the Shade Ball now, but... I'm cutting things way too close. I can't afford to have someone break out. Let's try this in reverse order. Maybe I can get a freeze and not have to worry about using Berloom, especially because I can't use Berloom here. Yeah, it feels real dumb to use this now and not against a legendary bird. But chalk it up to my stinginess. And this is me just accommodating for it. Or correcting my previous transactions. I'll make up for it by not using a Pokeball like that on this last one here. And things will go a lot better because we're in a 2v1. Let's just flat out go for the freeze. You know what? Just to burn the turn, let's throw a Pokeball at it. Because it would be hilarious if it got caught in this... Especially with this little effort put into whittling it down in a Pokeball would be absolutely hilarious. But more importantly, it'll be frozen, and it's not a fire type, so it won't be able to immediately get out. Which should give me a safe opportunity to get Flygon back in here without getting hit by a Shadow Slayer. And then we can start going to town and making it catchable. I'm glad I get to see it come out of that nest ball at least a couple times though. Yeah, screw it. I got 18 Ultra Balls. I'm starting to realize I won't even need them if this is the last fight before the final boss. So let's just go all out. Just Ultra Ball and Shadow Madness every turn until it gets caught. Gotta work eventually. Or it could be funny. When I say funny, I mean these Pokeballs gotta get wasted on something. So why not? I'm probably the safest I've ever been in a long time. Oh. See, Executor thinks it's funny. You can tell from his face. 1, 2... No. 3... Heck yeah! Penultimate Shadow Pokemon. Shadow Pokemon from the penultimate boss captured in a Pokeball. I wouldn't have it any other way. You are powerful, much more than I've imagined. The Grandmaster's power is probably far greater than you can imagine. I doubt you'll beat the man. Considering, like, you had at least 2 of the Pokemon that he previously had in the vanilla game. Yeah, the concept of Grivo's final team is a little terrifying. A shoot, though, as soon as I say that, memories of times I accidentally scrolled too far in the Shadow Monitor, the P-Star PDA, are coming up. So I might have a hunch of what one or two of the Pokemon are. But just in case I don't get around to that today, I'm not going to say it, because anything I do to draw attention to it is only going to make it stick in my memory more. You know what? I almost completely forgot that there was people here. They kind of blended right into their chairs. What could possibly happen? Working at the HQ makes me an elite. What more proof you need? No matter how bleak the situation, I never give up. I may or may not have accidentally started this fight. Just because off screen I wanted to make sure I didn't miss any interesting dialogue. Turns out I was missing a little more than interesting dialogue. But this lead is new, I haven't seen any of his Pokemon. But the finale is kind of looking a bit bloated as is. But who am I to turn down a bird vs. bird face-off? Ah. Wait, what the heck could you be going for? Oh, you're a Guts team! That's no Gale Swallow. Sucks to be you. You have the inferior Swallow. And I'm gonna show ya. Brave bird ahoy! That could have gone better. Let's see how much Ice Shard does. It's fine, you single-handedly took out an Ursaring. I don't care what the HP bar says. It's gonna faint. Therefore, you single-handedly took out that Ursaring. Watch. There we go. Of course, now you get paralyzed. This might be a little awkward to me. Just a little. But now that I know what you can do... Oh man, but... Discharge. That's fine, we can just finish it off this turn and... assure that I don't get obliterated by an earthquake. Well, I'm glad I experienced it, but there wasn't really too much to say about it. Sorry, I give up, but just today. Do you have a gift for me? Oh! You're gone. Curse those Mondays. What do you have to say? Thunderstorms above and whirlpools below. What could it be? You have to be kidding though. I don't stand a chance against the guy who foamed Eldies. And yet, alas, you fight me anyways. I don't know, it's a good gotcha, I guess. But I did appreciate in the original game how some bad guys didn't actually fight you. Kinda add a little more depth to the world, but it does add more in terms of gameplay. Ooh. I have to not go for the Tailwind first turn, which is it's always nice to have that. But I see an opportunity. An opportunity that'll probably bite me in the butt and recoil, but it's an opportunity I'm going for anyways. Come on, Talon Swift! It's been way too long since you actually got a KO on something. There you go! You did it, my friend. That probably would have one-shot even without the Life Orb. At least it definitely should have. Well, did you have fun, Talon Swift? Ooh, Taylor Swift wins! It's okay, Taylor Swift. You did great. Look, we cleared the entire lead without you fainting. You're the best. That being said, I think you deserve a rest. Well, let's hope neither one of them gets the funny idea of actually going for an ice beam on the Pokemon with 1 HP left. Because otherwise, I just set up Fun Lin into a pretty awkward scenario. But man, is the earthquaking stuff nice to do again. It's nice to see Earthquake actually do damage. Oh, there's ice. Not for Ellie though. I mean, not for Fun Lin. And that's what's important. No wide guard, but who cares? I can heal it off. And I will. Fantastic. And what you got for your final mon? Oh, gotta get that poison heal off. Always important. Right, you're weak to fighting, right? Yeah. You should also be weak to ice. Yeah, it's just been so long since I've actually had a solid answer for Grass Rock in particular. Ironically, this is definitely a story that I've told in the past. Always in Aurora games, because it was an Aurora game when I discovered the weaknesses of Grass Rock on the fly. I think it was Coliseum, but that was the game where, like, Grass Rock tripped me up so hard. I figured the least I could do was save your eyes. Now let me finish my story. While fighting Coliseum, I recall just Cradily being so weird because it was such a weird type, and nothing I did was good against it. Because I see a grass type. I was younger back then, and my first instinct against a grass type is to use fire, but rock makes that neutral. I use water against rock, but grass makes that neutral. So what do you do against it? And that's when I did a fighting type move, saw that it was super effective damage, and at least that much of the story will remain in my head for the rest of my life. That being said, we've definitely gone a good chunk of time for an episode. I guess I just want to make sure I don't miss any items in the room before going forward. Is that really the only chest? Seems like it. Probably a good time to, like, swap around Pokemon before. I believe the final fermentation. I could have sworn there was like a couple more battles in between, but either way, next time our adventure in Pokemon XD Next Gen, if we don't finally come to the moment of taking down Greeville, we'll be very close. It's hard to believe we're this close to the finale already. Until we meet again, see y'all later.